WVII Bangor.
From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, testimony continues in the trial of a man accused of shaking his baby to death.
We'll also hear concerns over a pond in Bradford that some believe is a danger to local children.
And the incredible story of a dog that was saved over the weekend from dangerously cold conditions. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for tuning in on this very wintry morning. We've had snow falling since yesterday, but it looks like it's finally coming to an end here in the Bangor area. A lot of schools are delaying their openings today. A few of them are closed too, so you may want to check before you head out for the day. Let's see what it looks like outside right now. We have one of the live cams set up in Trapton Falls in Milo, where it's looking like a really beautiful start to the day there. The snow has stopped. And
daybreak is just getting sooner and sooner. That is a
okay
good
with
sign.
That.
Yeah.
You know, bring it on.
Even with all the snow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. You may want to take it easy as you head out for the day, though, because the roads are still slippery, even though the plows are out. And it looks like we'll have a little quiet before we get another douse of winter weather later on this week.
That's good. At least hopefully the plow guys get a nap.
Yeah, right?
Let's get a first check of that forecast with Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have winter weather advisories that will drop at about 9 o'clock or so later on this morning. Roads are a mess out there, at least to start things off, so definitely give the road crews some time to get those roadways in good shape. We also have small craft advisories in effect until about 4 p.m. later on today as well, as things will start to calm down later on. Let's move things forward right now. We are seeing the snow is currently moving forward from the west, going toward the east, so we're starting to push this out of here now. So by later on this morning, we'll be done, and the sunshine will also begin to come out for a while too. Let's zoom things out. Things starting to calm down across the region, so we're pushing the snow out of here. Once we get this out of here, we'll see a lot of sunshine before another round of snow starts to move in later on. Futurecast showing that sunshine and a few passing clouds for the rest of today. More clouds by tonight and maybe a little bit more snow on the way and some rain mix again as we head towards your Thursday. So the wind's not too bad. They'll be switching directions at times, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So overall, we'll be looking pretty decent until we head towards Thursday afternoon before a little bit more wind looks to develop. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing plenty of sunshine and a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Yesterday marked day 2 of the trial for a Brewer man accused of shaking his 6-week-old baby to death. 38-year-old Ronald Harding is on trial in Bangor, where he's facing manslaughter charges. Our AJ Douglas has the latest.
Tuesday, the prosecution called members of the Maine State Major Crimes Unit to the stand. Jurors listened to several police interview recordings where Ronald Harding maintained his innocence.
Harding agreed to participate in a police reenactment where officers returned to the scene to analyze the circumstances that led to Jaden's death. Defense attorney William Ash says medical providers diagnosed Jaden's injuries without performing additional blood tests to rule out other diseases that could have been mitigating factors. They pointed out a previous case handled by Deputy Chief Medical Examiner Liam Fonte, where Fonte changed a cause of death after receiving additional information.
They made a monster out of Ronald Harding, but the real monster in this case is something that humans have been dealing with forever, which is disease.
The prosecution revealed graphic photos of the infant's brain following the autopsy. Fonte explained the bruising on the back of Jaden's head, outside of the ear, and bleeding in the brain could not have been caused by an accidental impact, but rather was caused by shaken impact syndrome.
The prosecution addressed Jaden's conflicting COVID-19 test results. Additional lab tests showed negative COVID-19 test results following Jaden's positive test while hospitalized. A neurologist previously testified that COVID-19 did not play a role in Jaden's death. In studio, AJ Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, as we told you yesterday on Good Morning Maine, the National Park Service is investigating vandalism on multiple hiking trails in Acadia National Park. The Park Service says the graffiti, most of which involves red blazes, were spray painted on trees, rocks, and cairns, created confusion for visitors who follow blue blazes marking established hiking trails. Officials say the red paint could encourage people who might not be familiar with the trails to go down potentially dangerous routes. Staff members are now working to repair the damage.
We care deeply about this place. We know a lot of people do. And Acadia National Park is a place where people come to reconnect with nature and to reconnect with themselves. And it can be hard to do that when there's red spray paint across the trails that you're trying to enjoy. The maintenance team is working in conjunction with the visitor resource protection team. They are working to put together a plan to help restore the different trees and rocks that were affected by this vandalism.
People who have information about these crimes are encouraged to submit an anonymous tip or by calling 207-288-8791.
A Bradford resident has shared safety concerns about a local pond. Our David Ledford has the details.
I'm concerned about a little kid getting killed.
Patrick Murray has been advocating for the town of Bradford to install fencing around a local retention pond. The body of water is located behind the Bradford town office, and while the area is frozen now, Murray says the pond stretches 19 feet deep.
They rent that town office almost every weekend to people from out of town that wouldn't be aware of the pond. The other thing is the ball field. There's a soccer field and a baseball field about 50 feet away.
The town voted not to install fencing back in 2016, but Murray says the issue needs to be brought to wider public attention. However, some town officials say the responsibility of safety does not fall to them.
I can see it's a concern. I mean, parents need to be parents and watch their children. I mean, that's the responsibility of a parent. The town itself cannot be a parent to everyone. We can do the best we can. There was a vote. We listened to the people.
Bradford Town Manager Watoria Stevens says that many community members are happy to leave the retention pond alone. But Murray says this is due to a lack of awareness.
I've talked to many people right in Bradford that don't even know this exists. The more people that know, the safer it is.
Bradford Selectman Julie McCarthy and Vice Chair for the Bradford Select Board, Errol Hansen, both said they were concerned about the safety of the pond, but declined to be filmed. Town officials say that an article about the pond will be published in their next newsletter. In Bradford, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news this morning, Maine Speaker of the House Rachel Talbot Ross is taking part in a two-day visit to Washington, D.C. Speaker Talbot Ross was invited to participate in an historic convening of black speakers from across the country as part of Black History Month. During the meeting, the speakers discussed the critical work they're doing in partnership with the Biden-Harris administration to deliver for working families in their respective states. According to the Maine Legislature's Office of the Speaker, Talbot Ross is a ninth-generation Mainer who has dedicated her career to public service and social justice. Talbot Ross is also the first black woman to serve as a Speaker of the Maine House.
A bill to include cats in Maine's animal trespass law was met with strong opposition on Monday. Introduced by Representative Victoria Dudera of Camden, she says the inclusion of cats would help preserve the wild bird population that is currently declining.
This is really a problem. I mean, there are thousands of species of birds that are threatened. One of the biggest threats to birds, wild birds in the U.S., are cats. And cats kill over 1 billion birds.
Under current law, people can be fined $50 to $500 for letting pets wander onto other people's properties. Dudera says there were a lot of questions from people who shelter feral cats. She says though her bill was rejected, the plan's on talking to other organizations on how to improve it. She says this bill helps start a conversation on the importance of health for these species.
Members of Maine's pharmacy industry took the floor Tuesday morning to celebrate Pharmacy Day inside the Maine State House. Matthew Jaroncic with that story.
This is a chance for us to say pharmacy's growing, changing, developing. The students now that
Students of Maine's pharmacy schools and the pharmacy community came together to celebrate Pharmacy Day inside the Maine State House.
We'd like our legislators to kind of have an idea of where what we're doing now and what they can do to support us as we support the state of Maine.
Husson University's student Olivia Moody and others are asking legislators to consider a bill allowing students to vaccinate anyone earlier in their training.
We would like to reduce that so we are able to get trained in the first year so people have better access to health care. We are able to let patients increase their accessibility when walking into a pharmacy, as well as reduce barriers.
Pharmacists and soon-to-be pharmacists were at the State House speaking to legislators on what they believe should be mentioned on the floor.
I feel like I'm making a big difference. I feel like advocating, talking to the legislators have allowed me to really voice my opinion, voice why this is important and what we're changing.
Penobscot Community Healthcare Executive Clinical Director Frank McGrady wants people to know how much the pharmacy industry has grown.
This gives us a chance to say, hey, ask me about what I do now. Ask me where pharmacy is now. Ask me how pharmacy can help our healthcare system, especially where we're losing so many of our doctors. We're not getting as many in the state of Maine. Pharmacy can play a big piece of that.
Maine Pharmacy Association's Executive Director Amy Downing says this is the first time in 3 years the event has been held in the Hall of Flags.
Through the pandemic, pharmacists really stepped up to the plate when it came to providing immunizations and providing some care. Pharmacists are a key player in community health care.
In Augusta, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Representative Jared Golden is calling on the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, to give full transparency on their findings from 18 recent whale strandings. He wants a deep dive into the causes of death, saying NOAA's current release of data is surface level, leaving the public to wonder if the deaths were caused by disease, vessel strikes, or lobster gear. In the letter written to the federal government, Representative Golden says if lobster fishing is facing scrutiny for right whales entanglements, all potential causes should be weighed equally, including offshore wind development.
There shouldn't be any kind of favoritism played here, where they're willing to target a small business community like our fishery, but unwilling to answer hard questions perhaps about other priorities that they may have, either as a government or other organizations out there.
NOAA says its studies find no correlation between the whale strandings and offshore wind development. This is consistent with other marine groups, which say the whale deaths are predominantly caused by ship strikes, and the number of strandings is consistent with previous years, before offshore windmills were even built.
Unity College is getting a new name. It announced on Tuesday it's changing its name to Unity Environmental University. Based in New Gloucester, the environmental school says the new name will better reflect the institution as a whole. The university currently offers associate's, bachelor, and master's degree programs that serve more than 5,000 full-time students, making it one of the largest universities in Maine.
Very cool.
Yeah, they do a lot of neat stuff over there.
They're adapting. Well, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the state is providing new incentives with hopes of training new electricians and engineers.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. The snow coming to an end this morning. The highs will be near 39 degrees today. We'll see some sunshine too. Tonight, we'll see a few more snow showers with lows dropping down to around 26. Tomorrow, it'll be, yes, more rain and snow, a messy day. The highs near 35 degrees.
Pat's Pizza in Holden is not just a restaurant that serves delicious food and pizza. They also have an adjacent party and event room. Consider having your birthday or office party at Pat's Pizza. They have indoor golf, a pro shop, and a beautiful 9-hole golf course. Pat's Pizza, Holden.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC7.
XL Week is back. And once again runs the gamut of emotions. Plus, can Mary Ann keep it together?
I would love... N!
Okay, there.
Weekday weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
A Bangor City Councillor voiced his thoughts about an important public issue during a Bangor Rotary Club meeting. Jonathan Sprague spoke about homelessness in Bangor yesterday, not as a councillor, but as a concerned citizen. The talk was hosted by the Bangor Rotary Club, where Sprague is also a member. During the meeting, he raised awareness by highlighting the complexity of the problem.
A lot of people see people who are in the encampments around town and say, oh, well, that's our homelessness. So the idea that homelessness is one-dimensional is really not true at all. It has many, many facets.
Sprague stressed that homelessness can often be a silent struggle faced by many. While he did not speak on behalf of the council, Sprague says the city is implementing several strategies to address the issue.
Well, for anyone looking to switch careers, the state of Maine is in need of electricians, technicians, and engineers. Thanks to legislation from Governor Mills, such as the Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan and the Energy Office's Clean Energy Workforce Partnership, the state is gearing up to tackle clean energy issues for years to come. The initiatives aim to bring the number of clean energy jobs in Maine to 30,000 by the year 2030. Eastern Maine Community College Electrical Programs Department Chair Rick Reardon says the field is future-proof, pays strong wages, and is keeping Maine's homes heated.
They're driving the economy right now. You've got to have electricians out there to do these installations because you have to pull a permit for them, and they have to be. These systems have to be installed by licensed electricians, right? And that's the law.
Well, through programs such as the one at EMCC, future journeyman electricians are able to earn the 576 education hours necessary to sit for the journeyman's exam. Reardon says students in the program are able to work in the field while earning their education credits, allowing them to jump right into the field with thousands of hours of experience.
There's multiple pathways to getting the electrician's license. They get their education at one of the community colleges, and we have 7 campuses that offer electrician programs. 4,000 of those hours are comped.
Well, the field, like many others, comes with ups and downs. The job can change every day, and you might find yourself working outside in the wonderful weather that accompanies a Maine winter. But Reardon says he and many others in the electrical field find the work rewarding, and students agree.
Definitely, if you like working with your hands and like a challenge every now and then and having to think about stuff and reworking stuff, and it's pretty fun. It's not always fun, and it's not always not fun. It's kind of, you got to do the hard work to get to the fun work at the end kind of thing, but it's definitely worth it.
Well, those looking to apply to the program and get a head start on their future career can head to EMCC's admission page at mydotemcc.edu.
The National Park Service will close certain trails in Acadia National Park starting tomorrow, or today rather. I'm not sure.
I think it's today.
Okay. To help ensure the success of peregrine falcon nesting. The Park Service will temporarily close areas including Jordan Cliffs Trail, Precipice Trail, and Valley Cove Trail, effective March 1st, today, until further notice to protect peregrine falcons from potential human disturbance or harassment during the nesting period. Research shows nesting peregrine falcons are especially vulnerable to human activity, which can disturb the adults and make them less attentive to eggs or chicks. That can lead to temporary or permanent abandonment of the nest by the adults, leaving chicks, like the one you see on your screen, susceptible to hypothermia, starvation, and predation. There are signs at trailheads and trail junctions around the closed areas indicating where public entry is prohibited. The closed areas will reopen once park resource managers have determined if peregrine falcon nesting attempts were successful or not.
Always like to see that every year.
I know.
They're doing well up there.
Sometimes it lasts longer than other times.
The time now is 6:19. Coming up after the break, a miraculous rescue of a dog in Arrowsick that spent the night in sub-zero temperatures.
Plus, calling all birders, the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife has some homework for you. Details on those stories and more when we return.
Bucksport Regional Health Center has cared for the community for almost 50 years. We are trusted and compassionate providers. We have also given thousands of COVID-19 vaccines. Because the COVID-19 vaccine is very safe, very effective, and your best shot at protecting yourself from COVID. Trust us. Trust the vaccine. Protect yourself. Take your shot against COVID-19.
Good luck to all the teams in the tournament from Century 21 Real Estate, Queen City, serving the greater Bangor area for more than 70 years. Good luck to the Orono Red Riots boys from The Local, your neighborhood marketplace, 153 Park Street, Orono. Reardon's Automotive and Diagnostics would like to congratulate all the teams heading to the finals for their hard work and dedication throughout this season.
Oh, what a good time we will have. You can make it happen.
Voltaren, the joy of movement.
I came to play. What about you?
Play. You bet your life.
I did my own hair.
You got me?
All we need is glue and hair.
Wear big laughs. Yes! Meet fast-paced fun.
Weekdays at 10 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. A dog in Arrowsick was rescued over the weekend after somehow surviving the night outside in sub-zero temperatures. Brad Rogers shows us the extraordinary steps a law enforcement agency took to save Gabby.
I don't know. I just love animals. Really do.
Barbara Larkin remembers the day she rescued Stella and Gabby from the animal shelter.
Yet they were both at the pound when we went there. The other one was going to be euthanized. And I said, no, she's not.
And you rescued both of them.
Yeah.
Now, 12 years later, little Gabby would need to be rescued again.
She had to go to the bathroom, so I let her out. But she usually goes and comes back when it's cold, you know.
With temperatures below zero Friday night, Gabby wandered off and ended up being out all night in the freezing cold.
I hollered for her and hollered for her, and I said, Gabby, where are you? I kept saying, Gabby, where are you? Where could you be?
Gabby had wandered about 200 yards from her home and ended up here on Arrowsick Road, where she was spotted by a passerby. Deputy Mark Anderson came out to see if he could find the dog and heard a whimper. That's when he realized Gabby was stuck in this ditch and she couldn't climb out.
There was this poor old dog that was lying in the bottom of the ditch.
He could see where Gabby tried to claw her way out of the ditch, but couldn't. She was shivering and couldn't stand up.
This dog was just as gentle and sweet, and it allowed me to pick it up.
He then drove the dog to the communication center to a pair of dog-loving dispatchers.
It reminded me of a movie or something. He's like, I got the dog, I'm coming in, I need your guys' help.
Pushed me aside, brought the dog. They had already had blankets ready for the dog.
Had a small little heater that we were able to set up near that to kind of warm the space up some for it.
Sean Merrill then warmed his chicken pot pie from the fridge for the dog.
Put that plate in front of it, and I think it was gone within, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
It
Yep.
Definitely, we saw some life come right into it as soon as it started to eat, so that was a good sign.
When she came in, I definitely didn't have much hope. Once I saw her eating, I feel like she was gonna make it.
Deputy Anderson went back out and found the dog's owner. A few hours later, Gabby was back home where she belongs.
When she come walking in that door.
Same old Gabby.
Oh, yeah. I said, oh, Gabby, there you are. Thanks a million for helping that dog. Because I don't know what I had done if something was happened to her, you know.
That was Brad Rogers reporting. We're glad that Gabby's okay.
She's a tough one.
Yeah, dogs, man, they'll break your heart.
I
Animals
know.
in general.
I know.
Yeah.
But hey, she gives you a reason to keep going.
Yeah.
Good for them. The time now is 6:23.
Let's get a full look at that weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. The last of the winter weather advisories will get dropped at about 9 a.m. later on this morning. Things will start to calm down later on. We're now down to a small crowd advisory across the region. That'll drop at about 4 p.m. Some spots will drop at about 5 p.m. as well. Things will start to calm down for a while, but we have a little bit more rain and snow on the way as we head towards your Thursday. Wave high is still active right now. Look at this, 9 to 11 feet. This is why we saw those advisories up. and they will be dropping by about 4 to 5 p.m. later this evening, and this is the reason why, as the ocean is still rather active this morning. So here's a look at things right now. We've had snow moving through. We're going to be pushing us out of here very quickly, and the clouds will be getting out of here as well, so keep those sunglasses handy if you do need to make that morning commute, as of course it'll be rather bright out there once the sun comes out. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. So high pressure located right about in here. We're going to be watching this next area, low pressure off toward the west. That'll be tracking off towards the east, and that'll give us our next opportunity for rain and snow. That'll be moving in soon. In fact, it'll be this system right here that'll be moving in. That'll give us our next chance for some rain and snow showers that will be on the way. So Futurecast for today showing a mixture of clouds and sun. More clouds on the way later on tonight. The snow starts to pick up a little bit on and off as we head towards Thursday morning. As temperatures warm, we'll be watching for a mixture of rain and snow possible. Futurecast not quite showing the rain chance there, but we will have a chance for rain and snow with temperatures that'll be close to the 40s at times. So we'll be watching all this getting out of here coming up soon. In fact, 30s and 40s can't be ruled out for at least a few spots before all this starts to get out of here as we head towards Friday morning. So here's a general idea. Most of the snow for today is pretty much done. We're going to be watching for more accumulating snow. This one kind of overdoes it a bit, but still maybe 3 to 5 inches in a few spots before we're all finished up, with lesser amounts further down toward the south where it will be just a little bit warmer. And then we're going to be watching for that next system that we'll be moving into, so we'll push this system out of here. And then now Saturday, the system looks to trend a little bit to the south again. So again, the track continues to change just a bit. So the accumulations will look to shift a bit as we do get closer. We'll keep an eye on this system as it does develop. And then once we get towards Sunday morning, this will finally begin to get out of here. So a forecast for today, upper 30s, some morning snow showers, then partly cloudy. West wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, 26 degrees, mostly cloudy, snow showers developing late again, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, mid-30s, rain and snow. Northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll have to watch for a little bit of accumulating snow as well. That may make travel difficult as temperatures will only be slightly above freezing, not close to the 40s as originally thought, but some spots farther down toward the south could still touch the 40s in a few spots. But again, mid-30s again Thursday on your extended forecast, which is brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. We'll see a lot of sunshine Friday, highs in the upper 30s, upper 20s Saturday with a chance for snow. Mostly cloudy Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time, or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Hi, I'm Angelina Mucci.
And I'm Andy Mucci of Family Fun Bowling Center.
When we want to know the weather, we go to foxbangor.com.
Celebrating our 50th anniversary year, Family Fun Bowling Center has 20 lanes of 10-pin bowling at its best.
This week, Michael's taking you live to one of the most remote inhabited islands anywhere in the world. An island filled with mystery, beauty, and magical wonder. Easter Island Live. You're invited for the Morning Global event. Good Morning America this week.
Best wishes from Color Concepts to the Brewer Boys basketball team as you go for the gold in the state championship. Good luck to the Brewer Boys high school basketball team in the state championship from DNS Auto Sales and Service. Congratulations to the Brewer Boys on winning the A North title. Good luck at states. Go Witches from Hat Case Heat Pumps.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Cleanup at the toxic spill site in East Palestine is resuming, and the EPA continues to say test levels are within safe parameters. Most residents, however, aren't buying it. Fox's Alexis McAdams has more from Ohio.
After a brief pause, the cleanup has resumed at this toxic spill site in East Palestine, Ohio. And on Tuesday, the head of the EPA took another look at the cleanup. This is now the third time EPA Administrator Michael Regan has been on the ground in Ohio. Last time he was in town, he drank the tap water to try and show residents it was safe. Now at the site of the crash itself, which is still covered in dangerous debris.
I can promise that as this community continues to look forward, we're going to be here every step of the way for as long as it takes. We aren't going anywhere.
It's been almost a month since the Norfolk Southern freight train derailed, contaminating the area with toxic chemicals. The EPA claims both the air and water are safe, but some locals are still complaining about chemical smells and ongoing health issues.
I do question, the people getting rashes and stuff like that, what is causing it. They are saying everything's safe, and we're taking them at their word, but we need to get to the bottom of what's happening.
Federal officials are now sending the contaminated soil to EPA-approved dump sites in and around Ohio. The EPA is going door to door to test the air quality in town. Right now, the agency insists that the air quality here is normal.
This is new. This is not normal. This is not something that was there before. So we're concerned that that is what is making its way into our wells.
Congress is now planning hearings on this spill, and the CEO of Norfolk Southern will be asked to testify. Reporting in East Palestine, Ohio, I'm Alexis McAdams, Fox News.
Well, meanwhile, China has been in the headlines here in the U.S. a lot recently between the spy balloon, TikTok, and just overall worsening relations. Now Congress is looking at the threat of their communist government. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
Tensions with China continue to grow worse. Now they're in the primetime spotlight on Capitol Hill.
The Select Committee will not allow the CCP to lull us into complacency or maneuver us into submission.
The House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party laying out their biggest concerns in a hearing Tuesday evening, but it wasn't without protest. Lawmakers say the problem is with the Chinese government and its policies, not its people.
We do not want a war with the PRC, not a Cold War, not a hot war. We seek a durable peace.
According to a Fox News poll, worry over China is a bipartisan issue. Many Americans watched as a spy balloon floated across the U.S. in early February. Now China is reportedly considering aiding Russia in its war in Ukraine.
China has been able to do is take advantage of crises elsewhere to advance their interests through coercion in other places.
Plus, the Energy Department now believes COVID-19 most likely came from a Chinese lab leak, as there are concerns the U.S. is falling far behind China.
We need to face the fact that we have helped to feed the baby dragon of the CCP.
Now the clock is ticking for TikTok. The administration has ordered the Chinese-owned app must be removed from all federal government devices by the end of March.
It gives the Chinese Communist Party the ability to manipulate our social discourse.
FBI Director Christopher Wray said his agency has somewhere around 2,000 active investigations involving the Chinese government. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
A school board in Texas approves a shorter school week. The Crosby Independent School District Board voted Monday to move to a 4-day school week. The vote was 4-3 in favor of moving to the shorter school week. The district is the largest in Texas to make the move. The new schedule will start in the 2023-2024 school year. Students will be off Friday through Sunday. 20 to 25 minutes will be added to the school day to make up for the 3-day weekend.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. I like it, though.
You like it? Yeah, I'm sure the kids will enjoy it.
There's been studies that suggest one extra day off could improve productivity in the 4 days.
Maybe we can do that during the work week, too,
yeah,
huh?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it today.
We'll add siestas into the plan, too.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, a Portland pub has come into the national spotlight, and not for the type of spirits you'd expect.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Best wishes from Color Concepts to the Brewer boys basketball team as you go for the gold in the state championship. Good luck to the Brewer boys high school basketball team in the state championship from D&S Auto Sales and Service. Congratulations to the Brewer boys on winning the A North title. Good luck at States. Go Witches from Hat Case Heat Pumps.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Whether it's coaching kids soccer, volunteering at the local firehouse, helping out at the food pantry, or providing the children of our employees with scholarships, the New England Toyota dealers and the thousands of people we employ play a role in lifting up the community. We're proud to serve you and to be part of those things that benefit us all. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's celebrate winter by spending the day outdoors. Join us at Hirundo Wildlife Refuge for our Winter Fun Day, Saturday, March 4th from 10 till 2 for a day of activities you won't want to miss, including ice sculpting and the popular ice fishing with Hooked On Fishing program. Have you ever wanted to enter a biathlon or try your hand at curling or snowshoeing? Now is your chance. Enjoy food and drink while visiting activity booths. Learn more about nature and some of the signs of the season. For tickets and more information, go to hirundomaine.org.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023. It's also National Peanut Butter Day. And
dogs, well, we should tell Freddie.
Right, he loves peanut butter. Yeah. By the way, it was first created by a man named John Harvey Kellogg back in 1895. He developed it for those who were older and needed protein from food, but they couldn't chew. It was first publicly sold in St. Louis at the World Fair in 1904, but is now used in everything from PB&J sandwiches to an ingredient in fine dining. I love a good PB&J every now and then.
I could go on and on about stories about Kellogg, too. Is this the same guy that invented the cereal?
I don't know.
Okay, because there were religious reasons about the cereal that are fairly interesting. We'll talk about it later. It can be kind of lewd. Strange with the connections
not for TV.
Strange that it's cereal, but it's interesting. A good Google. In 1692, the Salem witch trials began with the arrests of 3 women in Salem, Massachusetts. In 1872, Yellowstone National Park was established as the world's first national park. That's in my test that I'm studying for right now.
Good,
yes. In 1961, President Kennedy established the Peace Corps, an organization dedicated to promoting peace and understanding around the world. And in 1973, English rock band Pink Floyd released their most popular album, Dark Side of the Moon, selling over 45 million copies.
One of my favorites.
Mine too.
Today's birthdays include singer Justin Bieber, who's 28, pop singer Kesha is 35, singer Harry Belafonte is 96 years old, and director Ron Howard is 69.
A lot of talent birthdays today. Cool.
Got to get right into weather now.
Yep. Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have winter weather advisories that will drop at about 9 o'clock or so later on this morning. Roads are a mess out there, at least to start things off, so definitely give the road crews some time to get those roadways in good shape. We also have small craft advisories in effect until about 4 p.m. later on today as well, as things will start to calm down later on. Let's move things forward right now. We are seeing the snow is currently moving forward from the west, going toward the east, so we're starting to push this out of here now. So by later on this morning, we'll be done, and the sunshine will also begin to come out for a while too. Let's zoom things out. Things starting to calm down across the region, so we're pushing the snow out of here. Once we get this out of here, we'll see a lot of sunshine before another round of snow starts to move in later on. Futurecast showing that sunshine and a few passing clouds for the rest of today. More clouds by tonight and maybe a little bit more snow on the way and some rain mix again as we head towards your Thursday. So the wind's not too bad. They'll be switching directions at times, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So overall, we'll be looking pretty decent until we head towards Thursday afternoon before a little bit more wind looks to develop. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing plenty of sunshine and a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Well, a Portland bar is in the national spotlight over claims that it's haunted. Andy's on Commercial Street in the Old Port is featured in an 8-part series of the show called Repossessed, which is about allegedly haunted objects. In the case of Andy's, the owner says it's the pool table that's drawing a lot of attention, so the show came to Andy's for a shoot. The owners are describing how the pool table is haunted and say its customers are hearing things as well.
We hear noises from the pool table when nobody's playing, and it can sound like people playing. You'll hear pool balls that connect with other pool balls, or the sound thereof, or where you'll actually hear the mechanics of the table, like the coin, not the, well, like it would if the coin slid, the ka-chunk, ka-chunk, and balls drop, and there'll be nobody playing.
He says he and customers have reported some touching or nudging someone when there's no one there, and he claims to have surveillance video of things flying off the shelves. Repossessed is streaming right now on Hulu and the History Channel. Very cool. You know, I'd say a lot of people would say a pub would be their own personal type of heaven in the afterlife.
Right, and ghosts that like to play pool, you know, why not?
Good for them. Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have your sports updates.
Don't go away.
Now what? You say it when things go wrong. At Prudential, we think you should say it when things go right, too. Like when you score your dream job, sell your business, or discover she's smart, really smart. Now what? Here's what. You connect with Prudential's rock-solid team serving over 50 million people with investment, insurance, and retirement know-how. Who's your rock? Visit Prudential.com or speak to an advisor today.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start on the hardwood on Saturday. Orono boys basketball heads down to the Cross Insurance Arena in Portland for the Class B state final against Oceanside with the hopes of bringing a gold ball back for the first time in over 40 years. Ryan Sudol has more.
I can't believe we're going to finally prove everybody that didn't believe that wrong. It was awesome.
Orono boys basketball are regional champions for the first time in 27 years. They'll play for a gold ball against Oceanside in the Class B final.
Kind of a big deal for the community, big deal for us. We're really excited and hoping to just go down and get our jobs done.
All the hard work that everybody puts in the off season, we put it together and put the chemistry with it and came out here and won.
The Red Riots defeated top seed Ellsworth in the final, a team that beat them by 30 in last year's game. To get it done against them made it that much sweeter.
It's really nice to just kind of biggest game of the year, biggest game of my high school career, just finally get them out of the way. It was great to get it done against them, but it was really the focus to just get it done in general. Everybody just had the mindset, we can win this game, we just got to do what we got to do.
And what they did was run, run, and run. Orono's ball movement and speed has been their X factor all year long. Not many teams come close to keeping up.
It's easy for us to run when we have so many athletes, so many guys that can run, so we try to strive for that.
And they're going to need every bit of that speed and more against Oceanside, a team that puts up around 80 points a game.
I think our big plan is to make sure that we get hands on those shots because we know they're going to make some. They're good players. So defense is another priority, and it always will be, and we're just going to go out there and try to get it done.
And if they were to get it done and win their first gold ball since 1981,
I'm sure Orono would be out there for us, waiting for us to get back here.
We've always talked about it growing up. It's like something we've always dreamed of, so it'd be amazing.
We've put in so much work this year and over the past couple of years to get to this point, and we don't want to let it slip away.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, that game at 2:45 in Portland on Saturday. We will have all those highlights for you then. Let's stay on the hardwood now. As the America East women's basketball season wrapped up over the weekend, the conference's yearly awards were announced on Tuesday. And for the second straight year, Maine has the conference's Player of the Year. This season, sophomore Adriana Smith won the nod. Smith had an unbelievable season. She led the conference in scoring, 18.5 points a game, rebounding, 9.5 boards a game, and she led them in double-doubles, notching her 15th this past weekend. She's also the first player in 29 years who averaged 20 points and 10 boards a game against America East opponents in conference play. So congratulations to her. Looking forward to see what they can do in the postseason as Maine women's basketball tips off their postseason on Wednesday in the quarterfinal round of the America East tournament. Last year, the Black Bears went in as regular season champs. They're still one of the contenders this year, but things are a little bit different. Let's check out that bracket. The Black Bears head in as the 3 seed. They will host Binghamton in the quarterfinal round. Now, should either Vermont lose to Bryant or Albany lose to UMass Lowell, Maine will host their semifinal round. However, if Albany and Vermont win, Maine will head to Albany for the semifinals in a rematch of last year's championship. If Lowell were to beat Albany, Maine would host the winner of NJIT and UMBC, while Vermont hosts Lowell, and vice versa. If Bryant beats Vermont, they'll go to Albany, and Maine will still host UMBC or NJIT. Let's stay with Maine hoops. The men are not quite in the playoffs yet. They've got one more test, and that's Tuesday night against Bryant. Bulldogs beat the Black Bears earlier in the month, so Maine, they're out looking for revenge against the first-year America East team last regular season game. First half, Getty Usapides with it. Over to Christian Fierbergs. He buries that corner 3. And now it's Kellen Tynes. He gets it on the corner, heads to the inside. A nice pass to Fierbergs, and he finishes for 2. Now here are the Bulldogs. Sharif Gross-Bullock out to Antoine Walker. He's going to bury that three-pointer right there. And then end of the first. Look at this pass from Jaden Clayton through the legs of the defender over into Milos Nanatic, and he finishes that. And in the second, here's Usapides finishing the break with authority. Maine wins a close one. They actually won at the buzzer, 66-64. All right, now time for some baseball. It may not look like it, it may not feel like it, but spring is just around the corner. Opening day for the Sea Dogs is just 5 weeks away, with FanFest set for April 4th at the Expo. This will be the Sea Dogs' 30th season of baseball here in Portland and 20 as the Red Sox AA affiliate. The Dogs, who are coming off of a very successful season, should have another bumper crop of talent this year. We spoke with team president Jeff Iacusa earlier about how FanFest is a great way for the players and the fans to connect off the field.
It's really kind of a great way as well to kind of let the players ease into their experience here in Portland and get to know the fans and showcase us as fans as well, just about how great the community is and how much support we have for our team.
All right, looking forward to baseball season. Not too long until all that white stuff goes away outside. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
ABC 7, Fox 22, and Next Home Experience want to send you to see the professional bull riders performing March 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Register to win 2 tickets at our website. Come out of the gate hot this year. With selling your home like riding a bull, the market can be a bumpy ride, but our next homies are here to make it as smooth as possible. Get your tickets, get looped, and get sold with Next Home Experience, your humans over houses realtors.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
More layoffs in the tech world. Elon Musk has reclaimed the title as world's richest man again, and an auction house is celebrating Michael Jordan's legacy.
And more McDonald's customers will be able to snap up a Krispy Kreme donut with their Egg McMuffins. Fox's CJ Papa has today's Fox Business Briefs.
The latest in tech layoffs. Telehealth startup Cerebral cutting 15% of its workforce. A company spokesperson says the layoffs are part of a year-long plan to reorganize and prioritize patient services. Data analytics firm Palantir also confirming a cut to about 2% of its workforce, affecting roughly 75 jobs. Elon Musk has regained his position as the world's richest man. His net worth is now sitting at $187 billion. Musk briefly lost the top rank to Bernard Arnault of luxury conglomerate LVMH after Tesla's sharp share declines last winter. Sotheby's auction house is celebrating Michael Jordan's legacy with an offering fitting for a six-time champion. The Dynasty Collection features 6 Air Jordan sneakers, all worn by his airness himself in the title-clinching games. They include the Jordan 6, which he wore when he won his first title in 1991, and the Jordan 14, which was worn in his last dance against the Utah Jazz in 1998. And McDonald's launched a surprising test last year to sell Krispy Kreme donuts at some locations. Now it is planning to expand that test into more restaurants. 3 types of donuts will be available all day at 160 locations in the Lexington and Louisville areas of Kentucky for a limited time. That's business. I'm CJ Papa.
I used to want Krispy Kremes in Bangor. Now I'm kind of glad they're not here.
It's dangerous.
I would eat it all.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. The last of the winter weather advisories will get dropped at about 9 a.m. later on this morning. Things will start to calm down later on. We're now down to a small crowd advisory across the region. That'll drop at about 4 p.m. Some spots will drop at about 5 p.m. as well. Things will start to calm down for a while, but we have a little bit more rain and snow on the way as we head towards your Thursday. Wave high is still active right now. Look at this, 9 to 11 feet. This is why we saw those advisories up, and they will be dropping by about 4 to 5 p.m. later this evening, and this is the reason why, as the ocean is still rather active this morning. So here's a look at things right now. We've had snow moving through. We're going to be pushing this out of here very quickly, and the clouds will be getting out of here as well, so keep those sunglasses handy if you do need to make that morning commute, as of course it'll be rather bright out there once the sun comes out. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. So high pressure located right about in here. We're going to be watching this next area, low pressure off toward the west. That'll be tracking off towards the east, and that'll give us our next opportunity for rain and snow. That'll be moving in soon. In fact, it'll be this system right here that'll be moving in. That'll give us our next chance for some rain and snow showers that will be on the way. So futurecast for today showing a mixture of clouds and sun. More clouds on the way later on tonight. The snow starts to pick up a little bit on and off as we head towards Thursday morning. As temperatures warm, we'll be watching for a mixture of rain and snow possible. Futurecast not quite showing the rain chance there, but we will have a chance for rain and snow with temperatures that'll be close to the 40s at times. So we'll be watching all this getting out of here coming up soon. In fact, 30s and 40s can't be ruled out for at least a few spots before all this starts to get out of here as we head towards Friday morning. So here's a general idea. Most of the snow for today is pretty much done. We're going to be watching for more accumulating snow. This one kind of overdoes it a bit, but still maybe 3 to 5 inches in a few spots before we're all finished up, with lesser amounts further down toward the south where it will be just a little bit warmer. And then we're going to be watching for that next system that we'll be moving into, so we'll push this system out of here. And then now Saturday, the system looks to trend a little bit to the south again. weekend. So again, the track continues to change just a bit, so the accumulations will look to shift a bit as we do get closer. We'll keep an eye on this system as it does develop. And then once we get towards Sunday morning, this will finally begin to get out of here. So a forecast for today, upper 30s, some morning snow showers, then partly cloudy. West wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, 26 degrees, mostly cloudy, snow showers developing late again, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, mid-30s, rain and snow. Northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll have to watch for a little bit of accumulating snow as well. That may make travel difficult as temperatures will only be slightly above freezing, not close to the 40s as originally thought, but some spots farther down toward the south could still touch the 40s in a few spots. But again, mid-30s again Thursday on your extended forecast, which is brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. We'll see a lot of sunshine Friday, highs in the upper 30s, upper 20s Saturday with a chance for snow. Mostly cloudy Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50, but it's gonna take some planning.
What can you do for me?
Make sure your money lives as long as you do. The younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
Good luck to the Orono Red Riots boys from Sear Bus Line and Sear North Star Tours, providing tours and charters throughout the U.S. and Canada. Good luck to the Ellsworth High School girls from Osborne's Plumbing and Heating in Bucksport and Ellsworth, featuring boiler and furnace replacement gas or oil. Good luck to the Brewer Witches boys from Coach House Restaurant. Homemade meals, homemade desserts, now serving pizza, eat in or take out.
Celebrate St. Patrick's Day early with Irish folk singer Karen Casey coming to the Gracie Theatre Saturday, March 4th.
In the morning we built the city, in the afternoon walk through its streets.
Karen Casey blends contemporary and traditional Irish music in a concert tour you don't want to miss.
Sweetly the apple.
Karen Casey celebrating her Irish heritage at the Gracie Theatre Saturday, March 4th. For tickets, call 941-7888 or go to gracietheatre.com.
No matter what type of dog you have or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
Stop the presses!
Does she know that's not a real thing anymore?
Wow. I'm back, baby! I'm me. 1, 2, 3, no apologies. I'm me.
Any avid birders out there, or do you just enjoy watching the wildlife that visits your feeders in your yard? If so, you can be a part of a large community science project that helps with Maine's bird conservation efforts. The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife has a program going on until March 15th called the Maine Bird Atlas. The way that it works is whatever sightings you have, you can visit maine.gov/birdatlas to submit some simple data. All you need to provide is the date and time of the sighting, the location, species, and how many you've seen. At the end of this Maine Bird Atlas program, the results will be published digitally and as a book, and will serve as a go-to resource for everyone from wildlife biologists, bird watchers, students, environmentalists, artists, and more. Again, that link is maine.gov/birdatlas. I guess it's been going on since December, but I just picked up on it and thought we should share that.
Very neat. A lot of birders out here in Maine too.
Right.
So I'm sure they won't have any lack of information there.
It's a good place for it.
I like watching the turkeys that come to my house. They come to my house every day.
That makes you a bird watcher.
I like to watch the turkeys.
Have a good day, folks.
I am a turkey.
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub over tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Good luck to the Orono Red Riots boys from Sear Bus Line and Sear North Star Tours, providing tours and charters throughout the U.S. and Canada. Good luck to the Ellsworth High School girls from Osborne's Plumbing and Heating in Bucksport and Ellsworth, featuring boiler and furnace replacement gas or oil. Good luck to the Brewer Witches boys from Coach House Restaurant. Homemade meals, homemade desserts, now serving pizza, eat in or take out.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally